Brosplay.
Welcome back. The sound. I was just gonna say, shoot them with the helicopter. Dude, is the helicopter right next to you?
Yeah, but there's no guns on it. Like, how am I gonna fight the other helicopter?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Yeah.
This guy's like,
He's side strafing. Like
he's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I will avoid his bullets by slowly moving.
I think he thinks that's the most hidden spot he can be in is slunk against the wall.
Oh my god.
Holy.
Oh fuck. The horn song that you made with the what is it called? The North Korean 500D delivery. Russian Badger likes to intro his videos with mashups of songs. It ended up being like, maybe it was unintentional, but because it's not an official song, it doesn't get picked up by copyright stuff, which I think is brilliant. But it's like, the one he has for a Spider-Man video is like a mix-up of the American Dad theme song with, I think no, that's not it. But it also has like, it has the you know the American Dad part where it's like ba 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 da, ba ba ba.
American Dad theme song?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, maybe.
It's
I'm not very familiar with that.
It's just like the, oh no. Instead of that, it's the sound. It's like.
So it's so similar that they can't, like, it's similar enough that you know it, but it's not similar enough that they can get copyrighted?
Yeah, because it's a mashup of several different songs, so it's not being picked up by the musical copyright system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think he's scared of you now.
No, I think he wasn't on Follow Me. That was the problem. I think that was my problem all... Maybe not. Maybe he's afraid of me because I just killed his... Or maybe he just can't path.
Yeah, I don't think he knows how to do it. Try to fly near him. Is he just gonna like starburst? He's making a starburst.
Let's go. Come on. There. Yeah, you can figure it out. You can get in.
Oh, come on,
Look, there's
buddy.
a radius. He can't get within the blades.
Oh. Yeah, run.
Here. How about if I try and land? Ah, on him, I guess.
Okay, so this time,
Get in the helicopter.
get in the helicopter.
Then shoot.
Get in the helicopter. Try to get any of them to get in. And that way you have.
Because one got in last time.
You have 4 opportunities
To
for
get
them-
one
yeah,
in. Well, before I kill his friends, he'll probably
Yeah.
be more likely to get in with me.
Probably.
Have you noticed that the Russian guy is, even though he's just a helicopter delivery man, he's down to just come die with me. He's like,
yeah.
All right, even though I have my helicopter license, which is probably one of the only people in the mob that knows how to fly a helicopter, yet I'm just gonna go with the mercenary wherever he wants to take this war helicopter. I'm sure I'll be helpful.
Hey, man. Delivery man to the end. Oh, dude, that's probably because you like. I'm pretty sure I just saw that the South Koreans are really low on your reputation.
Well, they hate me, but why are they there is the
yeah,
question.
that's probably a good question.
Very
Whoa.
anal. I've heard her say that a few
Whoa.
times.
I love how you cut it off too. It's just like all she said was very anal.
I think she's saying that the inspectors are anal, but they're not very anal.
They're not.
When there's a blown up building in there.
They're inspecting WMDs in the middle of a war zone.
They're also inspecting debris. They're not inspecting an intact reactor. They don't even go underground.
Intact react.
Okay,
So, sounds like 2 words you would combine in a Linkin Park song.
Intact react, I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh, dude, Linkin Park were just on Rhett and Link's morning show.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
And they did a whole pun with it. It was like, Link with Linkin Park. Link with Linkin Park in a park.
Of course they did.
In Linkin Park. And then it was like, by the end it was like, Link and Linkin Park in Linkin Park watching Lincoln park a Lincoln.
Park a Lincoln. Jesus. They went through a lot of effort just to come up with those.
Holy fuck did they ever. They had to get the Lincoln. They had to dress Red up in an Abraham Lincoln costume. They had to get Linkin Park.
Well, that's obviously the biggest
No, I'm pretty
component.
sure they worked backwards from that. They were like, we need to make this joke. Can Linkin Park do it? That's probably how it went. Go to the one with the helicopter first, because it is clearly the most difficult.
hardest one. Yeah. Well, before it was not economic to drive all the way
Yeah.
there, but now that we're zipping across this
You're
mountain,
worried about the gas prices.
dude, the big question is, was this mountain easier to scale in the tank or in the helicopter?
The real question was, which one was more fun? Because I personally had a lot
yeah.
more fun in the tank.
I very much enjoyed that.
Oh, this is good stuff. The Yang Byong. I don't know if. Oh yeah, okay. No, you're right. That one definitely gets picked up. Can you kill it with this?
Oh yeah, man, you can kill anything by shooting it enough.
I guess that makes sense. You would be ripping holes in this thing.
But I'm surprised it's taking so long.
Maybe dude.
Maybe I chose.
I think you have to choose a different weapon.
What? For real? Someone get in it. They don't even know I'm here.
They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I escaped. Now they can tell. Oh shit.
Whew. I would go and get that. Like, go and kill that anti-air.
Yeah, that's a pretty good plan. Yeah, how come I can't kill that motherfucker? Now he's in the air. I still can't kill him.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't
Careful.
really understand.
Careful.
Holy shit. Things are getting intense. I'm flying under the radar, man.
I love how
Aw.
difficult this has been. Like, this is a really hard mission.
It is, but it's hard. It seems like it's hard for the wrong reasons.
Do you have an anti-air missile that you can bring with you?
No, I can't buy one either.
Really?
Yeah, at least not yet.
Hmm.
That's why I always do Russian missions first, because the Russians are the ones that give you all the supply drops.
Let's go and do Russian missions.
I don't think there's any left.
Oh.
There was only American, Chinese, and South Koreans, and the South
Oh.
Koreans sure as fuck don't want me working for them.
Well, not when you're like punching out their dudes, man.
I think if it was possible to go negative, I would be negative with the South Koreans right now.
I think that's called hated or hostile.
No, well, we are hostile. Like if there was a
Oh,
way to
negative,
go like
full on war.
yeah, well, if you could raise yourself to like the level of demagogue, like the South Koreans don't just dislike you, that you are what's wrong with the world.
Demagogue?
Yeah, demagogue.
This guy, I can't remember his name. The guy who does the voice.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Stormare. Ah, I remember the voice. I remember
it is
the name.
It is Peter Stormare.
He's amazing. He is in a lot of video games now. This may have been one of his first, because this was a long time ago.
This is a long time ago, man. We were playing this when we were watching Prison Break. That's why we made that connection. What's his name again?
Oh yeah, Peter Stormare.
Peter Stormare. What a strong name.
It's a strong name for a strong voice.
Well, that's a good point.
I'm pretty sure he voices Nilsson in the next game.
He has a very terrifying voice.
How am I supposed to park a boat in the rocks or something? He says something.
Yeah, nobody shoots him in the ass without. Wait, what? Yeah, nobody shoots him in the ass and gets away with it. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, for some reason it's him. Oh no, that's right. That's just because
doesn't matter,
that's
yeah.
the way that they set it up. Yeah,
That was a good game.
it was.
It was a decent game. Sorry, it was a half decent game.
It improved a lot of things. Graphics.
Oh,
The like mechanically felt a lot better.
it improved a lot of aesthetic aspects.
Yes.
Yeah, it's true.
Destruction, all that kind of stuff. But
I found destruction was sometimes like not very pleasing in the next game.
really,
Yeah, I found in the second game, like this game, when a building goes down, it has this weird rampage type charm where the building shakes and then it
Right.
sinks into the ground. It's kind of funny. It's kind of arcadey. But in the next game, yeah, okay, so yeah, they made some improvements. All right,
Arcadia, I have no idea what you're talking about.
they made some improvements.
I really like the charm of games from this era. I've been noticing that recently. Like the silly shit that you can find in this game. Like just on my way to, I was recording this just for a test, and I had a Chinese soldier in the back of my truck, and he's shooting at people while I'm driving to my mission. And it's just like, this is fucking amazing. He's a Chinese soldier. He doesn't give a fuck what I'm on my way to do. He sees a North Korean, he shoots at a North Korean.
Yeah, he sees someone else he doesn't like. I think the Russians they would shoot too.
Yeah. It's just like, there was a lack of polish in this era, and it led to more creative ideas, and it also led to really interesting stuff. And nowadays, polish is so high that they forget about the soul of the game.
Well, that's I was actually talking about this earlier. I'm glad that I'm in a science-based learning. Like I'm a geological engineer by trade, by trade, I guess too. But if someone tells you go science, yeah, okay, I'll go do some science. But if someone tells you like go make art,
Right.
it just doesn't work the same way. You can't force art, or you can force art, and very much like is it lemons? You're not supposed to squeeze too hard or something like that. Or no, it's. I guess I think the best analogy would be if you freak out a lamb before you slaughter it ruins the meat. I think the same idea with art. If you try and like fucking squeeze it out of your head, it comes out all decrepit and wrong. It's just not. It's not as good as it would be otherwise.
Well, an example of what happens when you push a product out too fast is fucking, well, Sonic games, but that's a whole oh, nice.
Fuck.
Yes.
Oh, I got him. Dude,
Well
that was
done.
on the roof the whole time?
No.
Yeah.
He parked there.
No, he took off from the roof
Really?
and then didn't make it. He was on the roof the whole goddamn
That's
time. I
amazing.
should have killed that one first.
Ratchet and Clank. Number 1 and 2 were great. Number 3 got complicated. 4 was where it just dropped off, and ever since they have never been able to capture what they did in the first 2 games.
Not the same magic.
They pushed it too hard. The anti-capitalist, anti-consumerist product that was Ratchet and Clank 1 and 2 was what it turned into after that. It's sad. It's sad to see because there's like 15 Ratchet and Clank games now, and I would say 2 of them are worth your time. Unless you'd like shooty bang bang, then hey, fucking play them all.
Well, I would still say that there's some validity to the 3rd and 4th, and that they are fun
Games.
Yes,
fun
they are
games.
fun games. They are not.
They're not good Ratchet games.
They're not what the first 2 were.
No. The first Ratchet's so fucking brilliant. Because of its low mechanical feel, it ended up just making good level design, good weapon design. It's just fucking amazing, man. And it's got really endearing characters. They do the 2-person commentary thing. Like 8-9 years before YouTube ever came out. They watch a video together, and then Ratchet and Clank both give their comments on it, and then they make fun of each other for their different comments. It's so fucking funny. I highly recommend for anyone who doesn't understand what I'm talking about to go and check out the Gaming Brits hour and 20-minute long comparison of Ratchet and Clank the first and Ratchet and Clank the Reimagining.
I like when you see someone do something long before it was ever sort of done in the modern scope.
Yeah.
Like I was watching Spartacus yesterday, and so I mean, if you haven't seen Spartacus season 1, I guess mild spoiler, but not even really. In the first episode or 2, Spartacus sort of like stirs up hype in the crowd so that he can get a fight with the guy he wants to get a fight with. And I realized he was the original Conor McGregor. He's just generating hype in order to, he's winning fights outside the ring, essentially.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's actually pretty crazy because it's literally the same strategy.
Oh,
Talk shit, generate hype, get money, get paid.
Yeah, in his case, it was talk shit, get hit. That was a great example of a story where he's like, he puts himself in that position to fight the big dude, and then it's like, oh yeah, he is not a gladiator. Of course he's not going to do well.
Yeah, he's never done this before.
Additional minor spoiler.
Yeah, that was definitely more of a minor spoiler than
I know
mine
it
was,
was,
so
but
I'm pointing at you.
It's an old show, all right?
It's true.
Spartacus came out a long time ago.
If you have Netflix, and I know you have Netflix, go watch Spartacus. All 4 seasons or as much as you like. It's a great show.
It's based. It is very closely based as far as the actions that happen throughout the names and the basic events. It's very close to the original.
Underlying narrative.
Yeah, well, I mean, even like character names. Like there really was a documented Spartacus who grouped up with a gladiator named Crixus.
Really?
Yeah, and in the house of Quintulus Batiatus. He was
Marcus Crassus was stationed or was dispatched to destroy him.
Glaber, Crassus.
That's really cool. I like when they have that aspect, but I'm curious to see what the real story is. Like, what parts did they deviate on?
Just a couple. Not enough to. I mean, like, I'm not gonna say how it ends. I mean, obviously, it was so long ago that they all died eventually, right?
All of the characters of this story are dead. Spoiler alert.
Going into this, just know that it happened so long ago that they are all dead. Sorry. But it does follow what actually happened, and it's actually one of the best stories of rebellion because it's like one of the first. Because that was like, what was it, like 300 AD or something like that? Like that was a long time ago.
Might have even before that, man.
Could have been.
I honestly couldn't even really tell you when Roman times were, but I know they were a very long time
ACE, sorry.
ACE?
Yeah. Common Era is what we say now.
Well, yeah, but where's the A?
After.
No, I believe it's CE and BCE.
Really?
Yeah, Common Era and before Common Era.
It's not after Common Era?
I don't believe so.
Well, I guess because
that doesn't
Common
make
Era
any
wouldn't
sense.
be one moment. Yeah.
After Common Era would be tomorrow.
My teachers told me wrong.
No, you were the one who taught me to it as CE
really?
and BCE. Yeah.
Oh.
You taught yourself wrong. You tripping, foo. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Dude, I had a teacher who told me that H2O was 2 parts hydrogen, 2 parts oxygen.
No.
I spent like 10 years thinking that. And
dude, that's hydrogen peroxide.
I know.
That's a big difference.
I didn't know that, but I said it like I did. And I found out later, I'm like, 'cause they always taught me, because this teacher didn't know science class.
Wait, is this your grade 9 science teacher?
This was my grade 10. 9 was phenomenal. I love that guy. He got me into science. He was like, he knew how to explain things to dumb kids. He said things like there's no hot and cold, it's just how much heat there is or isn't.
Areas with heat and areas with less heat.
Exactly, and that was the way that he also explained protons and electrons and like how there's no light and dark, it's just the amount of light that there is. He was just really good at explaining things, and that's very important because...
In high school especially.
Oh yeah, understanding is the bridge between knowledge and actually knowing it? No. That's not how it goes. Oh, no.
Yeah, we lost the guy.
Yeah, I would say just, oh shit, just run.
Yeah, I'm worried. I'm so worried.
But that was my big problem with math, is that I was so bad at it, and teachers never good job.
Just blew himself
that
up.
guy was really bad at math, too. That's why he blew up.
Yeah.
He didn't do the math. Mercenaries plus barrels equals explosions.
Was your grade 10 science teacher named after antivirus software?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
There's enough of them out there that's a pretty vague statement. But
yeah.
They didn't. They were like
Post-intelligence.
they were like an English teacher or something. No, it was even worse. It was like one of those classes that no one needs a degree for.
Civics.
Something like that. Something stupid.
Yeah, I think it was so.
I'm totally
sorry.
joking. Civics is totally a legit thing.
What we're trying to say here is we had a teacher at our school who was originally in something like civics or arts or whatever, and they just made her a science teacher because they didn't have science teachers.
Yeah.
So you can imagine she was a little bit out of her depth.
She was reading the textbook the night before.
Yeah, I remember she made a comment once. She was trying to. It was actually a good point. She was trying to explain how dose is everything.
Right.
And she said, table salt isn't harmful for you, but if I was to eat a whole kilogram of table salt, I might actually die.
Right.
And I went, oh, wow, that's...
Did you have her too?
Yeah. Yeah, I had her in grade 9.
Oh! Oh, Jesus.
Yep, that's what I thought. That's what I think of you.
But yeah, she was so bad, and she taught me so poorly that at the end of the class, I would go to this guy that I sat next to, and he would reteach the entire class to me.
I actually did that with a guy in grade 12 bio. He was, like, he really wanted to learn, but he just didn't have, like, he just couldn't get it. So he would go to the bio class in the morning, then we would go get lunch together. I would explain what happened, and then he'd go to the bio class in the afternoon, already having the explanation of how it would go.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can imagine that's like, if you need to learn something and you can't do it that way, you should stop trying to learn it.
Well, I had one math teacher who... He would teach the whole class, and then he'd come over to me and be like, did you understand?
Oh, what a bro.
He knew every time. He was actually the most asshole-ish of all the teachers I ever had, but he was the best, second best at teaching me. The other guy was really good at teaching me, but he never volunteered it. He knew that after every single class I was going to need that, but he never said like, "Do you want to talk about this, Mitch?" I always had to go up to him, and he seemed really unhappy about it. And you know what, man? If you're not
About helping you?
yeah. If you're not down to teach something many times, then teaching in public school is not for you.
Even teaching in private school, man. If you're not down to teach something more than once,
like,
you gotta work with adults.
Are you making more in private school?
Probably.
I think like teaching in general is probably not for you unless you're doing it in like a video format. But even in a video format,
no,
you're
but
doing
teaching
that
at the
so
high
many
levels,
times.
like if you're teaching in post-secondary, like actually no, you're right. Even then, you should have some patience. But there's a lot of people that don't. Like there's a lot of people in post-secondary who like if you don't get it, you're not worth me teaching.
You fucking did it.
I did the mission.
What is this like? It's like an hour of content out of that thing.
80,000.
Wow.
If I had done it with the helicopter cost me 92,000. So clearly doing it just for brownie points. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for enduring. How many fucking episodes that was? Jeez.
We don't even remember how many it was, but I'm sure you guys vividly remember. Next time, new mission.